Hey guys, how you doing? This is Isamu here, and I got Paul. What's up, Paul?
Hey, brother, I know we got a lot of action going on in the Bay Area.
Yeah. We just we were talking, and there's a I guess couple jolts been happening down at the Bay Area, and we actually got footage on a newscast on
Right.
that. But yeah, we've been talking about that, and there's some tremors going on, and here's a little map to show it right here
Well,
down in. Oh man, where'd it go? Looks like it's updating here quick. But there we go. Little tremors down here that was happening down here in the Bay Area. See that big one there? It was a 3.5, close to. They said earlier a 4.0, and now they ranked it down to a 3.5. But they had several of them down there, and here's a little graph showing it right there. So Northern California, yeah, they're having a lot of aftershocks right now. 1 point, 2 points, so forth. See, there's some right here happening there, but you can see the Bay Area, yeah, 1 point here, San Francisco, that's happening on here, and so forth here. So, did you
can,
want to say
can
something,
you
brother?
zero in that earthquake over in California on the fault lines over there? Can you get as close as you can to it, like
Let me,
zero with a map or a
uh,
satellite?
let me see what I can do, brother. Let's see
Because
here.
I'd like to talk to the people and show them exactly. I used to live in that area, so I know it really well.
Hmm.
And that used to be my hunting grounds.
Yo, hunting grounds, huh?
My hunting grounds in my early days as a
Oh,
young man.
oh, okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to pull that up there. Um, well, that's happening, brother. Let's see here. Okay, here it is. This is where the jolt is happening, right over here, just now. Popping that up there, right near the fault line, right there, brother. Look at that, right there, Nick.
Right there, if I used to live in from for Vallejo is Concord, Fairfield, Vacaville. I lived in all those areas there, close to San Francisco, Berkeley. But right this is like right down. This is close to the ocean here, as you can see to your left. That's close to the ocean. And this from San Francisco to Berkeley, it's probably about a 30-minute ride. So from Berkeley to this place where the earthquake hit, this is like about 2 miles from Berkeley going east, probably yeah, east. Anyway, in this area, there's a fault line. If you can see that red line that goes all the way down from San Francisco to Berkeley and into that little estuary right there, that blue water, that is the Hayward Fault Line, and this one's right next to the San Andreas Fault.
Wow.
Now, if this were to slip into the San Andreas Fault, this you'd see probably they'd probably see that water where Vallejo is over there. See where it says Vallejo?
Yeah.
All that area, see where all the white is going over towards Berkeley and Berkeley?
Right.
All that would be all blue.
Wow.
That would be all blue if a big earthquake hit there.
That's like a really crucial
Because
spot, huh?
all of this land here that you see, like Vallejo, Berkeley, and all this there, all the white part where you see the earthquake, this is all at one time these were like garbage grounds.
Really.
So there's no like a rock underneath or a lot of dirt and that kind of thing to build it up. It's kind of like it was like there was like garbage areas like where they just throw the trash and stuff under pounds and pounds of dirt.
Really.
So if this went under, I mean, it would just collapse.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not saying all this area from Concord and all the way down, but a lot of the area with around Berkeley and Oakland area, it's built on a dump site for
Really.
trash. Oh yeah,
Wow.
especially in Oakland. I mean, Oakland had right next to the Oakland Coliseum, where the Oakland Raiders play. That whole area was not. It's below sea level.
Really.
This is below. Well, you see San Francisco, Berkeley, and all this area. That's below sea level.
Really.
So if something were to trigger it,
Right.
boom, that's it.
Wow. Well, I know that's where the you're right. That's exactly where the fault lines are, and they got three of them right there.
How far does it run down? Is it showing going to LA at all? That
Uh,
one.
I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, let's see here. Looking down
So
here.
if it's here, like that Livermore one or that Fremont one.
Yeah, right down there, brother. Let me see here.
Wow, look at that. It shows it right there, all the way down Menlo Park. So it's at San what?
There's your, like a move your little head out of the way, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
I get rid of that, Isamu. Now, if you go down to Hollister and like further down, like Morgan Hill, Hollister. This is Gilroy. It's right there, Gilroy. That's like the garlic capital of California in the world, probably. It's all garlic. Yeah. San Juan Bautista. So it goes down San Juan Bautista. That's the beginning of going over Central California, isn't it?
Yep. So this whole thing will crack off, and then look over here. It just
depends on how strong it is. Well, you know what I'm concerned about, brother?
What's that?
Those aftershocks.
Yeah.
How devastating can they be?
Well, you know. I mean,
one or two and this and that.
Well, you know, the aftershocks. You know, as we speak, look at this map here. You can tell they're still having some stuff because the red. This is you know what's happening now. Look at that. This is.
So what's that red over? That's
this one here. The red is in Nevada, but that don't count. This is Mexico.
Man, they're up and down California.
Yeah. So look, I mean, wow. There's some stuff happening down there.
Things, man.
Yeah, it's rocking. It's rocking right down here.
Rocking and rolling.
That's right. Whoa. And just to show you the aftershocks. This is the aftershocks that are happening. See, again, Northern California. That's where we're talking about. And coming down the coast down here, more in California, these are the 1 points happening, 2 points, 3 points, and Central California. But anyways, should I show that one video? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll show it to him, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, we rabble on more. Here's the little video that's to show you what's going on in this one.
It's 5:33. A few hours from now, 10,000 college students, teachers, and administrators will converge on the state capitol this morning to rally for higher education funding. I believe we're feeling an earthquake right now. In fact, a pretty big earthquake. Wow. The studio is shaking. We just want to take a moment here to let you know we have the seismograph right now, and you can see right there, we just had an earthquake in the Bay Area, and looking at this, it appears sizable.
It does. See the red mark there? It's good jolt, lasted for a few seconds. In fact, might have felt what appeared to be two jolts, a smaller one and then a large one. The lights were shaking pretty good in here. We're going to attempt to go to the USGS website and see if we can find out the initial magnitude of that. And we're also probably going to get some calls in from folks who felt it this morning. Maybe we're shaken awake.
Much of the Bay Area started their morning with a jolt when a magnitude 4.0 earthquake struck just after 5:30.
Some alarm clock that was. ABC7's Amy Hollyfield is live near
in
El Cerrito. Amy?
Good morning. There's a lot of did you feel it talk here in El Cerrito. A man here on San Pablo Avenue told us, oh yes, this was a real good one. But we aren't finding reports of damage. We first checked in with this Payless shoe source here on San Pablo Avenue. Everything is fine inside. Shoe boxes are all in place on the shelves. Nothing fell over, so it looks nice and tidy inside. So then we checked in across the street. There's a Pete's Coffee across the street. So we went in, asked, did you feel it? They said, oh, of course we did. They said it felt like a lot of rocking and rolling, and it lasted for a few seconds, but the merchandise and the equipment wasn't disturbed. So then I checked in with the police dispatch. They have not received any earthquake-related calls here in the area. So police are not responding to any calls for service in terms of damage or injuries. But the dispatcher says she definitely felt it. She said it felt like someone picked up the house and then dropped it. So I think you're going to hear a lot of talk today at the water cooler about this earthquake waking people up or how they felt it, but you're not going to hear people talking about recovering from it. We have not found any reports of damage or injuries. Reporting live in El Cerrito, Amy Hollyfield, back to you in the station. And guys, I'm wondering, did you feel it in the studio there?
Oh, yeah. We felt it pretty strongly. Amy, thank you so much. And the two aftershocks we did not feel, however, a 2.0 and a 1.0 in the last hour.
So, I don't know if you can hear that, but...
I didn't hear it at all. Did they say anything about El Sobrante?
That I don't know, but
Okay.
they said that they felt the earthquake. They were actually given a report on something, and then all of a sudden they were talking about the earthquake on that,
Mm.
and they said they felt a shaking, and so they were reporting on the shaking right away. So in other words,
Mm.
they were doing their show, and then all of a sudden it started rattling. We felt it on that. So they
So
didn't.
was anything hit
No,
within the area? Any
uh,
glass?
no, they said no damages or anything like that, but they definitely felt it. They're in the studio, and the lady outside there was reporting it. So they
As
definitely felt it there. So
as far as aftershocks,
they said they the ones in the studio, those people didn't feel the aftershocks, but I don't know about the lady over there. But as far as reports, yeah, they were aftershocks. According to this report here, there's definitely aftershocks, and it's
you
still
know,
going on.
I know you've been in an earthquake and felt it before, and so have I.
Yeah,
It's kind of a weird feeling. It's
yeah,
like a
yeah,
rolling sensation, and
yeah, yeah,
you're kind of it reminds me of like a kid's ride that you're
yeah,
riding on, kind of when it
yeah,
goes,
yeah, yeah,
and
definitely.
everything's shaking. It's just rolling. The earth is just rolling under your feet.
Yep, yep,
It's
yep,
eerie kind of feeling when you know that the things aren't stable underneath you.
yep, yep. That's for sure. That's for sure. But we're in that season of earthquakes and stuff like that. Definitely. Uh,
I think it says in Matthew 24 that these things would happen.
yep, definitely.
That there'd be earthquakes, but these are just the early pangs of birth.
Yeah. Well, like you said, as far as the fault lines, I think the fault lines are the critical parts. I mean, like we're talking about a injury or thing that could really rock it. So if a bigger one, let's say like a 5 point or 6 point or even a 7 point, would definitely rock that whole
Well,
fault
when you're
line.
talking 7 points, that's devastating.
Yeah, that's devastating.
I mean, like remember the one in Northridge and the one over in the Bay Area,
yeah,
and they had a freeway that it was like a double decker, and
yeah,
the cement on one just went to the one below, and it pancaked everything.
yeah,
There were
definitely.
cars underneath it, and it just pancaked it.
Yeah, definitely. And then looking at this chart here, there's a lot of activity happening here and Iraq and stuff. It's kind of funny with the whole thing that's happening with Israel today. The whole earthquake is happening down there as well. So something's happening between the earthquakes in the Middle East, like Iraq and different places like that, but then also down here in the U.S. So isn't that kind of ironic, brother?
Well, wherever there's some kind of strongholds of some kind, it seems like it's earthquakes are in those areas.
Yeah.
Strongholds mean things are going on, whether they're right or wrong.
Yeah.
But mostly when they're wrong, it seems like there's an increase.
Yeah. But moving right along, my brother had something on the ice. I guess in Iceland, major ice. Yeah. Major ice is melting, and they have a clip on that too, right, brother?
Yes.
So.
Wow.
So what's happening is they're celebrating this huge glacier melting, collapsing, and melting as they celebrate on that. Unaware of what's happening, though. I mean, they're making a big party of this thing melting, but this is what's happening in Antarctica.
As you're bringing that up, the thoughts come to me is my people suffer for lack of knowledge.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you said, most people, this is cool, da. They don't know the ramifications of what this all means.
Yeah. And just to mention what you're saying, brother, when I go back to earthquakes, we've been talking a long time that, Alaska, right up here, has been having a lot of tremors, like every day. I mean, every day there's some tremors that. So I wouldn't doubt that some of those ices are melting and crushing and so forth. So that's happening there as well. And then as well as remember the Iceland and all that Antarctic happening there, and so that's happening too as well. And I also, did you want to share anything, brother, before I go on with the stuff?
Well, go back. Can you go back to that one shot of all the earthquakes, especially
Sure.
in the California area?
Yeah.
It just, these earthquakes, you may think they're minor. And I know my brother and me have talked about that maybe it alleviates the pressure. But it just seems like there's a pickup of more and more and more, and they're getting stronger. To me, it seems that way.
Yeah.
And what I'm concerned about is all those lines. It seems like we've had more lines added, and to me, maybe not, but to me, those lines are they're like stress lines. And when you have a stress line that's broke, things happen.
That's right.
I mean, in Livermore, you see where Livermore's at? They got a huge, I know where that one is exactly. I used to hang out in that area. And there's a huge fault line over there. Huge. I mean, you can almost see it. It divides the earth. It's like a crack. I mean, it's a huge one, but you can get across different areas, but you can see it. You can see that fault line on the top of the surface. I mean, it's not like it's, 10 feet deep or something like that, but you can see that crack.
Yeah, definitely, brother, on that. We just know.
So that's all I had to say.
Just to let you also know, folks, not just California happened all this stuff, but then also through the United States as well. So if you look at these charts, there's a lot of ones that popping up here as well, and then down here is popping up. I would say across here is popping up here as well. Over here, look at all these. These things are popping up right down here as well. And then over here, I think this is Oklahoma or something like that. This is Texas, Oklahoma. And then around here, look at these little pop ones up here happening here. So these are happening down here. And then East Coast as well. You have a little popping up here as well. I also want to mention, which is a weird thing, I was just sharing with my brother that the last 3 months there have been 3 major train wrecks. And I have a little article here. It says that the southern Poland crashed, and there was like 14 people dead. And not only that, but there's been some in Argentina and other places like Chile as well. So in the last 3 months, 3 major train wrecks. So I don't know if this has to do with anything. So that's something to put up in the air as well. So. And what you got, brother?
Nothing. I'm just watching what you're talking about there. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. On that, so.
Fulfillment. March
Well, we
3rd,
just want to thank you for coming with us today and sharing with us, and we bless you.
Yes.
We bless you, and we bless you.